Hello, I'm super excited to talk about a new feature which came as a part of Winter 25 release. It's called Local Dev. By the end of this video, you will know how you can speed up your LWC development at least by 2 times. And I'm not exaggerating. Stick till the end of this video to learn about it. So without further delay, let's get started. Traditionally, whenever we develop any custom LWC component, then there are 4 stages that are part of the development lifecycle. First, we need to code the component, then we have to deploy the component, next we have to reload the page, and then only we will be able to see the changes. If you compare this process with other development or front-end development frameworks like React or Angular, you will only see that there are 2 stages. A developer would code the changes and they would be able to see the changes right away in the browser without having to follow a deploy and a page reload cycle. Salesforce has been hard at work to give something similar to the LWC developers. In the past, they launched LWC local server development, where we would be able to make the code changes and would be able to see the changes right away in the browser. However, it lacked the support for Aura enabled Apex method, and that was a bummer. Because of that limitation, Salesforce developers were not able to use that feature for any real application development. But that problem has been solved. Enter local dev. With the help of local dev, you'd be able to get same features as in React or Angular. You'd be able to code your changes and see the changes right away in the browser without following deploy and page reload cycle. This greatly improves the feedback loop and improves the speed of your development. So let's see how this works in action. There are a few prerequisites that you need to satisfy in order to use local dev. First, you should have a org which is at Winter 25 release or later. Here is the official documentation stating the same. Next, you need to enable local dev. The steps to enable local dev varies based on whether you are using Sandbox or Scratch.org for the development. If you are using Sandbox, you just need to head over to Setup, search for local dev, and then enable local dev. If you are using Scratch.org, then you need to update project Scratch definition file and add a tag enable lightning preview prep. With the help of this, once you create a new Scratch.org, then you will have local dev enabled. Next, the node version that you are using on your local machine should be greater than 18.0.0. And lastly, you need to install local dev plugin. You can install this plugin with the help of this command sf plugins install at salesforce/plugin-lightning-dev. This plugin installation will only be successful when you have a node version greater than 18.0.0. So make sure that you are satisfying the node version dependency. For the demo purpose, I have satisfied all the prerequisites that we called out before and completed the setup for local dev. First requirement was to have an org with the Winter 25 release. To satisfy this, unfortunately, I don't have any org with the Winter 25 release, so I just created a developer preview org with the Winter 25 release, and then from that org, I created a Scratch org with the local dev enabled. And to enable local dev, I updated the project Scratch definition file with this setting enable lightning preview prep before I created this Scratch org. Then next requirement was to have a node with the version greater than 18.0.0. Here in my local machine, you can see the version criteria has been satisfied. I have the version 18.20.4. And next requirement was to have plugin installed local dev. Since I already installed this plugin, so let me just show you the installed plugin. You can check the installed plugins by a command sf plugins, and here you can see lightning dev has been already installed. Make sure that you install this plugin and verify it also with the command sf plugins. Now let's see how this local dev works in action. To start the local dev, here is the command sf lightning dev app. You need to mention the target org, and in the target org you can call out the alias of the org. The Scratch org that I created has alias as local dev demo 1, so I just gave that name. Once you enter this command or run this command, you will see the browser window will open with the application. Here In this Scratch org, I already installed LWC recipes. That's why you are seeing this bunch of components. Let's make some changes in the simple hello world component. First, we will make some changes on the front end side. Here you see it says hello world. Let's change it to hi. As soon as I save the changes should be reflected in the browser. So here you go. As soon as I made the changes are being reflected. So this is from the front end side. Let's make some changes on the JS code as well. So it says world. Let's change it to friend. And as soon as I made change, the changes are reflected here. This was a simple component. Let's go to a component which is making use of an Aura enabled Apex method. So on the Apex tab here you can see there is a component which came as a part of LWC recipes where it's pulling context from the org and showing it on the component. Let's open this component and make some changes. Once I open this component, here you can see we are iterating over the contacts and printing their name. Let's be explicit about it. So I'll just like add name as a prefix, and here you go. As soon as I save, the changes are reflected right away. So this is all to the local dev. I hope you learned something new. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.